It's Friday night, and you know what that means. The possibility of Wardlow versus Samoa Joe in a Titanic monster match clash, that could be pretty interesting down the road. I'm Charles Renton with my review of AEW Rampage. JR, Excalibur, Shivani, and unfortunately the Grand Wizard himself, Jericho Anderson, on commentary. I said it before, I'll say it again. Jericho should not be on commentary. He's not any good at promos anymore. He's dragging down anybody he's feuding with. And his matches are only acceptable if he's with the right people, like Bryan Danielson, who can lead him because he just can't fucking go anymore. Jericho could go away, and I don't think that anything would be amiss in AEW. That being said, those are my opinions. Let me know your thoughts on this show in the comments, please. Next week is a 2-hour edition of Rampage because we get Dynamite Grand Slam on Wednesday and Rampage Grand Slam. Now, there are a lot of matches on both those shows, and it's definitely going to be interesting to see how the Arthur Ashe Stadium atmosphere is. So, Darby Allin and Matt Hardy are already in the ring. Good. I didn't want to see Matt Hardy limp any more than he was doing in the ring. Matt, why the fuck are you not retired already, you stupid washed-up fuck Hardy? God damn it. I appreciate and respect what he has done in the ring, but he can't go anymore. Jeff Hardy's apparently coming back at some point. If he's out of rehab and he's in the right frame of mind, good. But neither of them can fucking go anymore. Retire. Coach if you want. Don't be in the ring. Stop. Don't do this anymore. Matt dodges an apron crash. Darby just smashes into the goddamn apron because Darby is bound and determined to not live to the age of 40. And then Matt misses a moonsault. Fortunately, rotates enough so he doesn't brain himself. And then Darby gets a Last Supper on and pins him 1, 2, 3. We get a fist bump, and then suddenly lights out. Here's Julia Hart and Brody King. Brody King mauls Matt Hardy and calls out Darby and Sting. Because even though you've cut the head off the snake, we are still a fearsome group. Add somebody else to the fucking House of Black, since apparently they trademarked it. Malachi is taking care of himself. If it's mental health, I wish him nothing but the best. I wish him nothing but the best regardless. But Julia Hart being the leader, I don't think that's the worst thing in the world, because after going on and on and on and on about that thing with her with the eye patch, and they eventually revealed it way past its, interesting date, if they want to juice this thing up, making her the leader isn't the worst thing in the world. And adding another spoopy character would be alright. So, Brody demands a match against Darby and Sting. No DQ match. And there we go. That's what they're going to get. They're going to get a no DQ match. Oh boy, no DQ matches. AEW and wrestling in general don't do enough of those. Heck, put Rick Knox in there. Then it's basically a no DQ match because he never enforces fucking tags. Matt, he gets, hung, David Carradine style, and then dropped in. There you go. And then Eddie Kingston does a pre-tape on Sammy Guevara. He doesn't hate him because he is only in the business for the money and whatever. He doesn't actually respect wrestling. No, he hates him because he's a horrible human being. And judging by some of the stuff about Sammy's been coming out, and I'm just talking recently, might not be that wrong. They're going to have a match on Rampage. Claudio cuts a promo. And basically about the Blackpool Combat Club. How Wheeler lost the Pure Championship, but he will learn. He will get it back. And that Mox and Danielson are fighting on Dynamite, and the championship will go to the Blackpool Combat Club. It'll be 2 world champions. Jericho interrupts, mentions how he's been a champion everywhere, including the WWF. Oh no, the Pandas are going to be mad. But he's never been a champion of ROH. And they're going to have, if they give Jericho the Ring of Honor Championship, fucking goddamn hell, that is going to be disastrous. It's going to be really disastrous. I don't anticipate they will, but I'm not willing to knock the possibility that Khan may lose his fucking mind. That's going to be on Dynamite. So we're going to know, we are going to fucking know if Khan's lost his mind next week. Backstage, Layla Gray, my goodness. God, she is just beautiful. And she's improving in the ring. So you know what? Anytime Layla Gray is on screen, it's a good thing. Kiera Hogan's also there. And Jade cuts a promo. Diamante interrupts her and says, how about I pull up and face you, and I'm bringing somebody with me. I think it's probably Mercedes Martinez, I'm guessing. And I forgot that Diamante and Kiera Hogan are at least dating. Possibly engaged. It's not my business to know. Good for them regardless. I also forgot Diamante was still there in the company. I don't pay as much attention to Dark and Dark Elevation as I used to, but nevertheless, Diamante hasn't been involved in anything meaningful since her, feud with Big Swole, which was, about this time last year? So it's been a while. Did I mention Penelope is one of my favorites, says JR. Horny JR, good fucking grief, JR. Seriously, she's young enough to be your great-granddaughter. So anyway, actually just his granddaughter. Penelope Ford taking on Willow Nightingale. Kip was yelling at his box. And I don't mean Penelope. That was mean. Willow should be signed to AEW. I think she's signed to Ring of Honor, but feature Willow. Is she the best in the ring? No, but she's got good power. She's got great personality. And she's certainly better than some of the women they feature. And I'm not just talking about AEW. Even talking about WWE. Willow's a goddamn star. She's not the best in the ring, but she's got the personality to carry it off. Nice spinebuster by Willow. A pounds, period. And then a facebuster in the Indian Deathlock, and Penelope gets a victory while Kip yells again at his box. Dark Order promo. Something about the golden ticket. I've got a golden ticket. The golden ticket battle royal that Hangman Page is in. Why are they rewarding Hangman Page after the shit that he's done, apparently? Who knows. He wasn't involved in that fight, I'll say that much. At least there's that. G.I. Jose and Andrade Olio show up. Take the mask off 10 and just make him a single star. Do something. Do something. Just do something. Do something. Stop with the Dark Order. It's not an interesting group anymore. I'm not saying release anybody. Just stop. Stop with it. Stop. Don't do this anymore. Ethan Page destroys Danhausen. Good. Ego's Edge. There you go. Ricky Starks. He is not done with Hobbs. They're going to have a match on Rampage. Rampage next week's Archer versus Penta versus Page versus Lethal. Golden Ticket Battle Royal. And also Phoenix versus Jungle Boy. And then Samoa Joe took on Josh Woods in a Ring of Honor TV Championship match that was full of good submissions, good strikes, good arm focus by Josh Woods, distractions from Sterling and Nice, and then Muscle Buster 1, 2, 3. Then they do a 2-on-1. Wardlow comes out, and Wardlow and Samoa Joe teaming up against Woods and Nice next week, and then eventually a feud. I'm not against it. I think Wardlow should go over, though, because at this point, Joe, he should not be... He really should be the guy to hold a championship, but, not hold one of the ones in AEW because he's got mileage on his goddamn body. He has injuries, and I think you got to utilize him the best you can, and putting over Wardlow would be pretty goddamn cool. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Rickland. I'll see you soon.